Welcome to the Dark Zone Gamers. My name is Ghost, and today we'll be doing a new series for you guys. So, why are we in the Dark Zone? Well, welcome to a new mini-series that we're doing called Rogue Agents. This is how to go rogue, the loot you get by going rogue, what's the best way to go rogue, and what are the advantages and disadvantages of going rogue. You see here, I'm absolutely melting these guys. I'm able to face tank them no problem with just a crap build, but I'll get to that in any second. So, why should I go rogue? Number one reason for people, it gets your adrenaline going. It's an awesome experience. I definitely suggest doing it at least once. It's extremely addicting. Like, it's just fun. Even if you don't do it a ton, you may just go rogue for the heck of it. I go rogue all the time, and I don't usually survive, but that's just because I have a different build than most people. So if you're running a different build, doesn't matter, you can still go rogue and have a lot of fun. It's just like survival. It's not the best way to get loot, but it is definitely a good way to get loot. So jumping into what loot you'll earn, the only loot type items that you'll get are experience and the loot that people drop or something and you extract. And you might be asking, what the heck was that? Well, basically I got cornered by a bunch of rogues, and I got melted. And I just thought that was a funny clip I'd throw in the video. So, the best way to go rogue, or best ways I should say, it's plural, multiple ways. First, and by far the best way to go rogue, is by cutting a rope. It's not the best way to stay alive, but it's the fastest way, time-wise, to go rogue. It takes about, I don't know, half a second for the rogue to prompt for other people if you're into that sort of thing. If you're about fast rogue initiations, I definitely suggest cutting the rope if that's for you. For all the people who ambush someone on an extraction, definitely cut the rope. You don't always survive, but it's the fastest way. Second fastest way is to shoot someone in the head with a marksman rifle. That is about a second faster than normal way, which is just shooting someone. But if you have a marksman rifle, doesn't matter how high of a DPS of a marksman rifle it is, if you just headshot someone, you'll instantly go rogue. Third fastest way is probably just shooting someone in general, or throwing a grenade. Throwing a grenade takes longer, I guess, than shooting someone, because you could have a high DPS or a high rate of fire weapon, and a grenade has a set fuse time unless you have a specific gear set. So third fastest way is to shoot someone. The fourth and final way is if one of your people, if you're running with a group, which I usually do in the Dark Zone, but a lot of time I go solo for reasons I still can't understand. The fourth and fastest way to go rogue is have someone in your party shoot someone or cause high DPS to that other agent, which in turn turns your whole group rogue. Now, if you're not running with a group, then, which I would not suggest not running with a group unless you have some sort of god tier build, or you can have a decent build and you can survive on your own. I'd highly suggest running with a crew of people. I usually run with a crew of 3. I rarely run with 4 just because that's a ton of people, and I don't usually have that many people online with me at one time. And there usually aren't more than, I don't even know, 6 people on a server at one time in the Dark Zone. So, but I know a lot of people who go in the Dark Zone and have like 25 people, and then all of them go rogue and some crazy nonsense. So, but anyway, the other ways to go rogue, I haven't really heard of any besides the ones I mentioned, and throwing a grenade and damaging someone. I know you can accidentally go rogue if you cause too much damage to a person, like say there's a rogue or NPC in front of you and you throw a grenade or shoot them, or some agent runs in front of you, then you will go rogue by accident, which can suck sometimes. That happens to me a lot, especially when I'm fighting a boss and a ton of other people swamp onto the boss and I accidentally shoot someone, or my turret does, or whatever. So just watch out for that. Right there you see I rank up. Killing a rogue, or becoming rogue, I guess. Becoming rogue gives you a little less XP, but it gives you a ton if you actually kill someone while rogue. And you also, if you complete, there's a timer if you go rogue that says whether that's 20 seconds, which is if you kill someone regularly, or 10 seconds, or 15, depending on how you killed them and what methods you used. There's a manhunt timer, which is about 2 minutes, and then there is a timer for if you've killed 2 or 3 agents, or maybe even a 4th agent, then that would be 1 minute and a half, so you've got a while to survive. If you do not survive and you are killed, there's a respawn delay to where you can go to a different checkpoint. That's about 20 seconds or 25 seconds. So realistically, I'd say after you go rogue, if you die, which you probably will if eventually, whether it's by NPC or someone else, unless you just face tank everyone or something, I don't know. But that's very situational. If you get out of it, then you're extremely lucky, or you're just more skilled than most people. So if you get out of the situation, unless you get out of the situation where you're gonna die, you have about 25 seconds. So I'd say altogether, with your rogue timer and with your spawn delay after you die when going rogue, which happens a lot, then you will have a full 2 minutes and a half, I guess, 2 minutes and 30 seconds until you can actually get back into the dark zone from a checkpoint or a safe house or wherever you spawn in. You'll see in this clip coming up, we try and go rogue on one person, and then a ton of people swamp onto us in a second here. Watch out for groups, because likewise, if you have a group with you, there are bound to be other groups. Like right here, we shoot him as he gets his loot on, he runs sort of, but he keeps trying to put on his loot. This is really stupid. And he just rolls away. He just keeps rolling and rolling and rolling. So then there's an NPC, so we're like, oh, no big deal. But then this agent comes up and he absolutely wrecks our entire squad, which happens a decent bit if you're rogue, because other people, you get debuffs and everyone else is against you. If they use your ult, you don't get it, whereas if you're unrogue and you use an ult, everyone who's not rogue gets it temporarily. If you switch to being rogue after someone's popped an ult, the ult cancels, unless you do a glitch, which is very helpful, I guess, because then you don't have someone who's rogue using survival ink because you popped it. You get a ton of loot from people dropping, just because most people have loot on them when you go rogue, just because by the time you encounter an agent, they've hit up at least 4 chests and maybe a boss or something. If you want to get loot while running rogue, I would suggest not going for a chest, because it's just too easily cornered, especially on the entrance to DZ01. So coming to the end of the video, I hope you guys have enjoyed. This is a quick little mini series that we're gonna do for you guys, and I hope that it just helps you guys out with just going rogue and killing rogues. We'll probably have like a rogue or a manhunt series to finish this one off later. So hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Make sure to remember, stealth is safety, and we will see you guys on the flip side. I've been Ghost with the Gamers Weekly. Peace.